What's up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome to another coloring stream. This one will be kind of short because I don't want to spend a lot of time. Today, I was about to say, I do these coloring streams so that I let people know that this is channel's more than gaming, and so that I can practice my Wacom tablet. I haven't really used a Wacom tablet in my life, so this is the sixth time, my sixth practice. I apologize if my dogs are barking. There's nothing I can really do about them at the moment. Today is a ladybug because, I don't know, I felt like coloring a ladybug. And, let's get into it. I like these coloring streams. They're very relaxing and help me become a better colorist. Most people like my artwork from my color anyway, so if I can improve the coloring by practicing on coloring pages, then that's great. And shout out to anybody who has followed me recently. You should be able to see it on the screen. If your name is not up here, then it means the moment for it to be shouted out has passed. I would do a camera, but unfortunately my camera's kind of crappy, so this is as good as I can get for the moment. As I've told people that recording this week will be a bit irregular than usual, because I'm trying different times to see what works for everyone. Let's get different. Sorry, I don't want the ads to be picked up on the mic. Okay. The music should be loud enough that you don't pick up my dogs scratching themselves, but if you do, I'm sorry. First, we gotta work on the actual coloring of the ladybug. And then we'll get to the fun parts, like filters and all that. Wonder why I can't select that brush. Huh. I'm not sure about that one. I would change the size, but I have no idea what happened to my brush bar. So I'm gonna have to make do with being creative here until I can find it again. It means I can't control the occupancy and all that, or the size. Which is just fantastic. We'll just start with the black dots, I guess. The blank space in between my boxes are for so that I can fit room for the chat to be visible on the overlay and for my camera, but since my camera is crap, I won't have to worry about that for right now. All we really have to do is color the shell. I mean, ladybugs are black and white on the head, right? There's no other color to them. And I decided to go with classic red. I know that ladybugs come in different colors. I once found a green one once. Or an orange one. But everybody knows them for being red. And because I can't control the size, I'm gonna have to zoom in. I was gonna include camera, but then it got to, the lighting on the camera sucks, so you wouldn't be able to even see me very well anyway. I'm leaving some of it white to give it a shine, really. And then gonna re-establish the dots. I wish I could see what's going on in the chat, but I can't play the music and look at the chat at the same time. I'll get better at streaming as I go along. I've only been streaming for a couple of months, so... art streaming, that is. I've been streaming games on YouTube for about 3 years before I moved to Twitch. Because I'm not really getting any views on YouTube. But the videos will be available on YouTube after the stream has ended. So if you don't feel like coming back here onto my channel to rewatch it, you can go on my YouTube channel under Kira Mackenzie. So... it will be there, available. This is a 6 chill coloring stream. How long do I plan for them to be? For, well, as long as I think that they're... as long as I feel like, I guess. I mean, I'm still doing Rocket League episodes, even though it's been... I've crossed the 70 threshold. Rocket League is just one of those games that you can play forever and ever. And I wanted to post some of my drawings that I recently did on Instagram today, but Facebook is acting freaking weird. Today, so at least for me, I don't know about you, but for some people Facebook is down. That was how it was for me today. I couldn't post any of my drawings or my photography on Instagram. I've mostly been focusing on my classes lately, so I haven't really done any traditional art. The only art people get to see are my photo edits and my chill coloring stream thumbnails. Like this one. And it's kind of sad. Because I'm an online artist, and most of the money that I make is through Redbubble or through clicks. It is officially Nick Fizzle 300's birthday. Nick Fizzle 300 is the guy that streams with me on my Halo and Mario Kart streams. And it is also the first year anniversary of Color Palette being self-published. I went to my very first convention as a Artist Alley member. Well, should clarify, it wasn't my first convention, it was my first time selling my artwork at a convention. So, that was a very big milestone for me anyway. I barely made any money, but it was fun. The rules are you can't really leave your table. That's why you have to have another person there. So that if you want to go to the bathroom or see the convention floor, you have to have someone else with you. And I applied again this year for Silicon Valley Comic Con again. And it took forever for them to get back to me about whether or not I could bring someone again, because when I purchased my table, it was not clear. It only takes like 2 seconds to get back to me, dudes. The person that was supposed to email didn't get back to me, but I got back. How I got the message was through the Silicon Valley Facebook page. I was like, hey, am I allowed to bring someone again? And at first I thought they were going to say you cannot reply or message through this messenger or whatever. But they're like, no, you can bring someone. I'll see you there. And I'm like, yes. Thank you. I'm just going to do the edges, so that gives a look of like a dark red around the edges. Because what I remember from color theory is the thing that is closest to you will be the darkest. So it looks like you're looking at the ladybug through the back in this picture, so here we go. I tried like 2 times to get this stream up, and in 2 out of 3 of those times, the dogs were barking in the beginning. But 3rd time's the charm, because now they're quiet. I'm like, shut up! Oh, this is looking nice already. So, what I'm gonna do, since this was a very easy image, fast image to color, is hold on after they stop barking. Is I'm going to work on the filters now. Ads, dogs. I'm not catching a break today. I turned the gain up so you shouldn't be able to hear them, but I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I only took sound for animation once, guys. My understanding of sound is not very good, so if the audio is crappy, or if you do hear their dogs after all, I'm sorry. I'm still learning as I go with this. These chill coloring streams are a good way for me to talk to people, learn how to talk to people, and so that they can see what my process is when I color. Of course, I will be coloring some of my original works instead of coloring pages soon. I just want to get it set up so that I can do it traditionally, because I'm more of a traditional artist. I don't trust my digital coloring unless it's already drawings that have already been done, like a template like this. And there's nothing wrong with using a template when you draw. A lot of traditional or professional artists do that so that they can prevent themselves from screwing up. Like animators will use templates for Woody or Jesse or Buzz so that they can draw them the same way every time. There's nothing wrong with it. In the past, I would have been like, no, I'm not going to use a template. I'm going to draw Emma and the rest of my color palette characters without a template. But now I'm kind of sliding towards that. Now that I've studied animation enough to know how difficult it is when you draw from scratch each and every time. I'm approaching the end of the class, which is why I haven't been streaming all that much. I just want to make sure I get a good grade in it. Before, in the past, when I'd put my personal projects above my school, I failed the classes. So has anybody watched that Whiskey Cavalier show? I believe it airs tonight. I actually kind of got into it. I always write romance into my stories. There's nothing wrong. I write female hero stories, and usually the guy is the one that's in the background playing the love interest. I kind of flipped it. There's nothing wrong with a woman having a love interest. It doesn't mean they're not independent. You can be in love and be independent. You just gotta learn some boundaries in the relationship so that you don't lose one's independence while being in the relationship. All it takes is a good relationship to foster that independence. If you got someone who admires you for who you actually are and doesn't try to change you, then the independence will be true. Will stay true. And if they don't respect you for who you are, and if they try to change you, then that is not being in a relationship and being independent. That's being codependent. See what I did there? I'm in a relationship and I didn't lose an ounce of my independence. I'm still as independent as I was before the relationship. It just takes work, you know? I don't know how I got onto this topic. Oh yeah, because I was talking about my characters. And I don't know, I'm a sucker for romance. What can I say? I tried to act disgusted for the longest time about it. I'm like, it's so lame. But now I'm like, you know, I think deep down all of us want someone. I say someone because I don't want to generalize by gender. Because I know that that line has been very blurred recently. Gender as a concept was stupid from the beginning anyway. And then I'm gonna try to get a I'm gonna try to get a charity stream set up soon, maybe. I can get in contact with the TSC Alliance, maybe. I have tuberous sclerosis, which is a rare disability that can cause other disabilities like obsessive compulsive disorder, mental delays, autism. There's just so many things that it can cause, and it affects both men, women, children. So I think it's important for there to be a charity stream about it. Unfortunately, though, I'm not in contact with them quite yet. But maybe if I say, hey, I'm a TSC streamer, and I'd like to raise money to help people like me. And I don't want to do the cringy thing like get a GoFundMe, because it sort of is cringy. I don't want it to be, but most people use GoFundMe. Was started as a way to do charity for charity, and now it's just sort of being used for selfish reasons that I can't get behind. I'm almost done, okay, Pearl? Pearl's getting antsy. She doesn't like being quiet for too long. I'm sure we all have dogs like that. Or cats. Or pets in general. That are like that. And here we go, here's our nice little ladybug. It's a little rough around the edges, but I can go and clean it up, maybe, later. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a background. Right now it's just a plain old white background. Boring. Now we're going to add the filters. I'm going to make a new layer called an overlay layer, which will go over the drawing, hopefully. Sometimes when I do an overlay layer, it does not go over the drawing. It goes on top of it, like that. It's very misleading. Kind of cool. There we go. That looks like a real ladybug now with the little cracks and everything. I actually like that. Okay, now we're gonna do no, not that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna add another layer. Normal layer this time. And the program I'm using is GIMP Image Editor. It is like Photoshop, but it is not Photoshop. Just gonna clarify on that. It is 100% free. You can get it online, and it's fantastic. It can be a bit overwhelming the first time that you try it, but don't be discouraged. Maybe if I do a background, maybe I do a color background first. It won't do that anymore. We don't want a black background because we already have black good dot. We don't want white. I'm gonna go with green. Why isn't it? I don't know. I'm just gonna do the brush tool then and go along the edges. Is it locked? Oh. Duh. I made a rookie mistake just there. I wasn't on the right layer, so it didn't show up. I was on the texture layer. There you go, and I paint nice, happy little ladybugs. And get rid of the ad. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear music. I recently got gaming headphones, so maybe I'll have a better mic next time. But I need a splitter and I don't have one. It kind of looks like it's sitting on grass, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just imagining it. Okay. What happens if I do leaves? Yeah, no. Nope. That's not what we want. I want the leaves to be on top of the ladybug. And the only way that I can see that happening is if I cut it out of this and do the leaf layer in another tab. Lasso tool. I'm not very good at this part though. You have to go along the edges and you have to cut out the ladybug and put it in there. Hopefully it picks everything up. Only reason why I was able to cut that picture of Jacksepticeye in the laugh coloring stream is because I did it with another app on my phone. I don't think anybody's gonna wait that long for me to send it to myself and to edit it like that. Oopsie doops. Will this ever end? Okay. Copy. It just keeps going. Is there ever a stop to the lasso tool? Okay, then we go in here. We do this. It's supposed to be here. I don't see it. I don't see it. This is just dandy. I'm gonna try again to have the leaves be in here instead of having to copy and paste them. About additional layer. Nope.
gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers to see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight
Okay. I think we're reaching the end soon.
the point in us if I never know? If you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go.